It's time. Instinctual has arrived. Minasan, konnichiwa. Hajimemashite. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you. I'll be taking you on a journey. My journey. Through my eyes. A journey unlike you've ever seen before. So my question is, are you ready? Because we're about to start in 3, 2, 1.
Well, just look inside yourself. It's instinctual.
Episode number 1, Pokemon Go Fest. Oh, what's up, guys? Hi there. Instinctual in the house. Minasan, konnichiwa, as the Japanese might say. But I'm now known as Instinctual. These videos will be branded as such. It's going to be Pokemon Go related content along with thank you Chester videos. So those will be tributes to Chester Bennington. I've gone around recording covers of the different Linkin Park songs all across the area, out in the open. That's been quite the journey. So you'll be seeing that coming soon to a video screen near you. Hopefully sometime early next year. But before we get too far into things, I kind of want to look back. And I've been sitting on these videos and pictures for a while, and I think it's time to finally share them with all of you in the YouTube community. This was from Pokemon Go Fest, actually, this summer in Chicago, so it was a pretty big deal. You know, it's the first time that a mobile game had its own festival, and let alone having it in one of the biggest cities in the world, in Chicago. So it was pretty cool to see, and this is going to be my little review of such events. So let's get into it, shall we? So my journey started off taking bus rides, basically, to the raffle events for Pokemon Go Fest, since when the tickets went on sale, I was unable to purchase them. I tried, but I had a ticket in my cart, didn't have the money to pay for it, unfortunately, so that wasn't happening. I found out there were raffle events happening around the city for Pokemon Go Fest wristbands, and I was like, let's try it out, let's do this thing. You know, I would love to actually get in there and be part of this historic inaugural festival, Pokemon Go. So I took the bus down to the Thompson Center for the first Pokemon Go Fest raffle, and yeah, it was a big long line outside of the Sprint store, and just waited around and see whose names were drawn. You know, met some cool people down there, had some cool conversations about Pokemon Go, and actually ran into Mystic 7. Mystic 7 was there with his crew, and he was just walking around the city, you know, for the fest as well, and he just so happened upon this particular Pokemon Go raffle. People saw him right away, everyone was getting excited. He was doing a Tyranitar raid at one point with just a giant amount of people just spread out.
Everybody's just hanging out with Mystic, it's awesome.
I'm cheering him on, you know, hoping that he would catch the Tyranitar. And he did catch it, and everyone was pretty excited. I mean, that was kind of cool to see. You know, this guy who has spearheaded, you know, the Pokemon YouTube community with his videos ever since the game came out, basically. So I had to take a photo with him. He was a really cool guy, a little conversation. I guess apparently his parents own some restaurant in Glen Ellen or something. So it was cool to see, you know, someone like that just kind of happened upon, you know, your life. So I was pretty pleased with the proceedings. I didn't get a raffle wristband, but nonetheless it was a good time. Okay, so after I wasn't able to procure any wristbands from the Pokemon Go raffle events, I was figuring I would just go down to Navy Pier. I mean, there's always Pokemon Go, you know, activity down there. There's lots of spawns going on, lots of Pokestops, a ton of gyms and everything. So figured I'd go down there, you know, check it out per the usual, you know, just to see what was spawning. Went down there with my Pikachu shirt on. It was, you know, pretty rad with the festival happening the next day. So took some photos with some of the arts that was happening at the time. Of course, the big old Ferris wheel. which is always a crowd pleaser, so it was nice to see that as well. The best part though was right before I left Navy Pier, and I ran into this one woman from France who saw my Pokemon Go shirt, and she asked if I was there for the fest, and I said I was. We had like a nice little conversation, and I guess she had come all the way from France to go to this Pokemon Go fest, which I thought was pretty cool. I felt like I was an ambassador for America for a little bit, so you know, it's a nice little feeling, I gotta say.
Sacre bleu!
And then came the day of the festival. The day we'd all been waiting for as Pokemon Go trainers. It was the first ever festival of its kind. It was something we'd never seen before. And so I, clad in my Alolan trainer cosplay from Pokemon Sun and Moon, was ready to go down there and have a great time. You know, I looked great, felt great, and I was ready to have a ball with my fellow Pokemon Go trainers and just, you know, make it a really special day. You know, so for me, I was just playing the game outside of the festival. You know, going down by the lake, going down by the park areas. You know, just you know, seeing the regular spawns. I didn't have the QR code for the unknown spawns, the Heracross. I couldn't spin the Pokemon Go specific Pokestops, so I didn't get the little in-game badge. So it was like, all right, well, you know, I can't have all that stuff, but it wasn't really about that. You know, for me, it was about being there and being a part of it and just showing why I love Pokemon so much and really expressing my joy that I had over the years that the game had given me. For me, it was no brainer. Go down there, have fun, see what happens. And so I did that. I crept into the wild looking for different Pokemon. And you know, I just saw the regular spawns around Chicago. That was really it. I kind of felt bad for the people that were inside the festival though, because they were having all these connectivity issues. They were getting really mad at Niantic for not being able to solve these problems. You know, it was the first festival of its kind, so you kind of have to give it a little break, I suppose. You know, they did the best they could, and you know, it didn't really work out so well for a lot of people there. It was a first time go, and they could do better next time. You know, if they ever bring it back to Chicago. I was having fun just talking to people on the outside of the fest and really enjoying my time with this kind of collection of people, you know, that were like-minded, that all enjoyed the same thing, Pokemon. That was enough for me. If the festival ended right there, you know, I would say, okay, I had a good time, met some cool people, took some cool photos and videos, and really enjoyed myself. And that would be it. But that was not it. Oh, but there was more. Once the fest had ended, I found some friends to eat food with at a local bar establishment. You know, kind of thought nothing of it. We were just gonna eat some food, have a little chat, go our separate ways. I'd go home and that was gonna be the end of it. At least I'd been down there for the festival, couldn't get in, but you know, I was in the atmosphere, I was around it. It was a good time, and I could always look back on it. But then, something amazing happened. A Lugia raid spawned, just a couple blocks outside of where we were. And my friend was like, is this real? I think we all thought that. So we left the restaurant when we were done, walked a couple blocks back into the city area, and lo and behold, there was a Lugia raid. The legendary raids had begun. And for the first time in Pokemon Go history, trainers could now test their might against the world's most legendary Pokemon. All the YouTubers, Trainer Tips, Reversal, Prodigy's Nation, they were all at that first raid, just like I was. And it was a special moment that I'll never forget. Now word was catching on. People knew legendary raids were indeed spawning across the city. So not only was there Lugia, but there was Articuno as well. And the Articuno raid was one of the largest raids I'd ever seen. The massive amounts of people for that. They had lined the streets. There were all these different people participating in this raid, and it was a joy to see the amount of passion and support from the Pokemon Go community. So I was thrilled. And so that night, we raided. Me and my friends, we went all across downtown Chicago. And what an immensely beautiful thing that was, to go around to do all these different legendary raids for Lugias, Articunos, and yeah, maybe we didn't have the best connectivity. We couldn't finish all the raids. Sometimes things timed out or logged out. That's okay, because we were there, we were having fun, we were experiencing Pokemon Go Fest as how it should have been in intended.
that ball, baby.
You know, to just go around the city and go after these legendary Pokemon, these different raids. You know, from gym to gym, all across this beautiful land that we love here in Chicago, Illinois. So,
There we go.
you know, me and Franco from the Villa Park Pokemon Go community and Casabasa, the talented cosplayer, along with some others, we got together, we went out and did it. You know, we went out, we did these raids, we had a special time. You know, that was the most fun I'd had that whole night. Just going around and really sinking my teeth into what the possibilities of this game could be. You know, I mean, it's still relatively new. There's still a lot this game can do, but at the moment, it has so much possibility, and we just got a taste of what that was like after Pokemon Go Fest had ended. So I'll never forget those few hours past the fest when we were just hanging out, catching Pokemon, you know, and on a beautiful summer night in Chicago. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And so there you have it. Pokemon Go Fest 2017 in Chicago, Illinois. My thoughts, my opinions, my point of view, my perspective. It's all been displayed out in front of you to enjoy, to give your own thoughts on. So let's do that in the comment section. Let's start a discussion. Tell me what you think about what you've just seen, what you've just heard. These experiences that I've had and how they relate to your own experiences in the world of Pokemon Go. It's a wonderful thing to be able to share my knowledge and my experience to the rest of the world. So I encourage you to do the same. But before I go completely, I would like to do one last thing and tell you about this place I'm at. So, this is Escape Story Chicago in Lisle, Illinois. One of the best escape rooms in the area. Please come and check it out. We've got Sherlock Holmes going on, we've got Area 51. They're very enjoyable rooms, they're very fun and challenging, so I would check them out. And you may just get to meet me in person. I do frequent the place, I must admit. So with that said, Jane, Matane, and always, follow your instincts. Peace out.
Well, hello there. What's up, guys? Instinctual here. This is my first ever Pokemon Go related video that has a Instinctual name to it. So I'll be going by that now on the channel, and this is hopefully the first of many to come in the history of Instinctual. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Peace. But who is this man, you ask, and why should I care at all? Well, just look inside yourself. It's instinctual.